Chosen one, what if I told you that the spiritual world has recognized you? That you are no longer hidden, and your power is now undeniable? Have you noticed the shift? The way people look at you differently now, how their energy changes the moment you enter a room. Even those who have no understanding of spirituality can feel something different about you. It's not in your imagination. It's not just a phase. Your spiritual rank has been confirmed, and now the entire unseen world knows who you are. The light acknowledges your presence, and so does the darkness. You are no longer just another person walking through life. You have been marked, chosen, set apart. And because of this, the way the world responds to you is changing. But what does this mean for your journey? How do you navigate this new reality now that you are no longer invisible? Stay with me, because in this video, you will discover the undeniable signs that your spiritual rank has been confirmed, how both angels and demons react to your presence, and what this shift means for your divine path moving forward. If you feel this happening in your life, comment 77 right now, because after today, you will never see yourself the same way again. How the spiritual world confirms your rank. You may have felt it, an unexplainable shift in the way the world interacts with you. The places that once felt familiar now feel different. The people you used to blend in with now react to you in unusual ways. You might find that some are drawn to you with a sense of awe or admiration, while others seem unsettled, even intimidated, by your presence. This is not a coincidence. Something in you has changed, something that cannot be seen but can absolutely be felt. You are no longer invisible in the spiritual realm. The moment you stepped into your power, the unseen world took notice. The forces of light recognize you as one of their own, and the forces of darkness recognize you as a threat. You may not have sought this recognition, but it has happened nonetheless. And now, everything around you is responding accordingly. This shift is undeniable, and once it begins, there is no turning back. But this newfound visibility is not always easy. You may have noticed an increase in spiritual resistance. Perhaps you feel more exhausted than usual, as if you are constantly being drained by unseen forces. Maybe people who were once friendly toward you have become distant, even hostile, without any logical explanation. Or maybe you have been facing a series of challenges, obstacles that seem designed to test your patience, your faith, and your resilience. This is because the moment your rank is confirmed in the spiritual world, you become a beacon of light in a world that thrives on darkness. And where there is light, there will always be opposition. The forces that once ignored you now see you clearly. And while some will celebrate your ascension, others will do everything in their power to pull you back down. This is why the path of a chosen one is never easy. You are not just experiencing random hardships. You are being tested, strengthened, and refined for something greater. The more resistance you face, the greater the confirmation that your presence is powerful. This recognition is not a mistake. It is part of a divine plan, something that was always meant to happen at this stage of your journey. In Habakkuk 1 verse 5, it is written, "Look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed. For I am going to do something in your days that you would not believe, even if you were told." This passage speaks directly to the reality of a chosen one who has stepped into their purpose. You may not fully comprehend what is happening, but rest assured, this shift is not accidental. The spiritual world has acknowledged you because you have reached a level of spiritual maturity that cannot be ignored. The battles you have fought, the lessons you have learned, and the strength you have developed have elevated you to a position where both the forces of good and evil know exactly who you are. And now your mission is shifting. You are being positioned for something greater, something beyond what you have imagined. But to step into this next phase, you must understand exactly what this confirmation means for your life. The signs of your recognition are everywhere. Your dreams have become more vivid, sometimes even prophetic, revealing insights and messages that feel more real than the physical world. You see things before they happen, feel energy before others do, and notice patterns that used to be invisible to you. People either gravitate toward you or avoid you completely, without even knowing why. You walk into a room and change the atmosphere without saying a word. This is because your energy has reached a new frequency, one that cannot be ignored by the spiritual world. Even technology, nature, and animals respond to you differently. Lights flicker when you walk by. Animals sense something in you that makes them either extremely calm or extremely alert. Strangers sense your presence before they even see you. These are all signs that you are operating at a higher frequency, and the spiritual world has acknowledged it. But the most profound change happens within you. You no longer seek external validation. You no longer react to negativity the way you once did. You move with certainty, with an unshakable knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. But with this confirmation comes a responsibility. You must now carry yourself differently. You can no longer engage in the same distractions, the same low-frequency interactions that once consumed your time and energy. You must protect yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, because now, more than ever, there are forces watching you. Both those that wish to support your growth and those that wish to see you fall. You cannot afford to doubt yourself. You cannot afford to shrink to make others comfortable. You must walk in the full authority of who you are. You have been recognized. You have been marked. And now it is time to move accordingly. If you feel this shift happening in your life, if you know deep in your soul that you have reached a level where you can no longer be ignored, comment recognized right now. Declare it. Let it be known that you are stepping fully into your divine identity. And stay with me, because what comes next will reveal exactly how to navigate this new level of your journey. You have been seen. Now it is time to step into your power. Signs that angels and demons recognize you. You felt it, haven't you? That undeniable shift in the way people react to you. As if something in you has changed, but you can't quite put it into words. Maybe strangers stare at you for too long, or maybe people who used to be friendly now seem distant, almost uncomfortable in your presence. On the other hand, some people seem drawn to you, seeking your guidance or just wanting to be in your energy without knowing why. This is not a coincidence. It's not in your head. What's happening is spiritual recognition. Once your rank in the unseen realm is confirmed, you become a beacon, a presence that cannot be ignored. The forces of light and darkness now know exactly who you are, and they respond accordingly. Angels move to protect and guide you, while the forces of darkness become uneasy, trying to push you back into the shadows. But the truth is, you cannot be hidden anymore. You have stepped into your divine authority, and the spiritual world has taken notice. This recognition, however, comes with challenges. When the unseen realm acknowledges you, so does the physical world. People with unclean spirits, those carrying negativity or spiritual strongholds, will sense something in you that disturbs them. They might lash out, become passive-aggressive, or even spread false narratives about you. You'll notice it in the way some people look at you with suspicion or discomfort, as if your very presence is exposing something within them that they are trying to hide. And then there are those who will be inexplicably drawn to you, people who suddenly want to confide in you, seek your wisdom, or simply be around your energy. They don't know why, but their spirit does. You are carrying something different, something powerful. But with this new awareness also comes an emotional burden, because as much as some will be drawn to your light, others will be repelled by it. You may feel the pain of losing friendships or being misunderstood, wondering why you no longer fit into the places you once did. But understand this, your elevation means separation. Not everyone can go where you are going. This has always been the pattern for those who walk in divine authority. In Amos 3 verse 7, it is written, "Surely the sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants, the prophets." This verse reminds us that those who are chosen are not left unaware. Your awareness of the spiritual world is not random. It is part of a greater plan. The battles you have fought, the hardships you have endured, the isolation you have experienced were not meaningless. They were all part of your preparation, sharpening you into the person you are becoming. And now, the moment has come when the spiritual realm has recognized your status. The same way prophets of old were acknowledged in the supernatural world, you too have been seen. But just as light attracts both those seeking warmth and those seeking destruction, so too will your presence bring both protection and resistance. The signs of this transformation are impossible to ignore. You will begin to experience divine intervention in ways you never have before. The paths that once seemed blocked will suddenly open, and situations that could have harmed you will fall apart before they reach you. You will experience near misses that defy logic, moments when you should have failed but somehow succeeded. These are not coincidences. This is divine protection. But with this protection comes an equal and opposite force, the recognition of the darkness. You may begin to notice an increase in spiritual warfare, unexplained attacks on your energy, and people attempting to drag you back into patterns you have outgrown. Some will try to discredit you, speaking against you for no reason. Others may become openly hostile, their spirit reacting to your presence before you even say a word. This is because the energy within them recognizes the power within you. When Jesus walked into places filled with unclean spirits, they reacted immediately, not to his words, but to his presence alone. In Luke 4 verse 34, even the demons cried out, "I know who you are, the Holy One of God." This proves that the moment you step into your divine authority, darkness can no longer ignore you. So, how do you carry yourself now that you know you are being watched, both by the forces that seek to protect you and those that wish to stop you? You must move with intention. You must guard your energy, knowing that not everyone around you has pure intentions. You must strengthen your spiritual practice, whether it be prayer, fasting, or meditation, because now more than ever, you need divine alignment. You must walk boldly, never shrinking to make others comfortable, never downplaying your power to avoid conflict. This is what they want, to make you question yourself, to make you believe that you are imagining things. But you are not imagining it. You are stepping into a role that cannot be denied. Your presence is shifting realities, whether you realize it or not. If you have experienced this shift, if you feel the weight of spiritual recognition pressing upon you, comment "seen" right now. Let it be known that you are aware, that you are no longer blind to what is happening around you. And stay with me, because what comes next will reveal exactly how to move forward now that you are fully recognized in the spiritual realm. You have been seen. You have been marked. Now it is time to walk in your power. What happens when you are no longer invisible in the spiritual realm? How does this shift impact your life moving forward? Stay with me, because the next section will reveal why everything is changing for you now. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe, share this video, and click the super thanks button to support this message. Why this shift changes everything. You felt it, haven't you? That strange, unshakable sense that everything around you is shifting. The way people react to you is different now. Conversations that once flowed effortlessly now feel forced. You walk into a room and the energy changes, not because of anything you said or did, but simply because of who you are. You may have tried to explain this feeling, to rationalize it, but deep down, you know the truth. You are not the same, and the world around you knows it too. Your spiritual rank has been confirmed, and whether you realize it or not, your presence is now impossible to ignore. Some will be drawn to you with admiration, recognizing something powerful in you that they cannot quite name. Others will distance themselves, unable to stand the intensity of the energy you now carry. This is the reality of a chosen one who has been elevated. Once your rank is confirmed, you can no longer exist in the same spaces, engage in the same distractions, or live at the same frequency you once did. The shift has happened, and now everything is changing. But this shift does not come without resistance. The moment you step into your power, the distractions intensify. The enemy does not attack those who are powerless, only those who are a threat. That is why, now more than ever, you may feel the weight of temptations, setbacks, and obstacles that seem to appear out of nowhere. People who once supported you may suddenly question you, doubting your path. You may feel isolated, as if no one truly understands what you are going through. This is because your energy no longer aligns with those who remain in the old frequency. You are ascending, and with that ascension comes a necessary separation. You will find that certain places drain you, that certain conversations no longer interest you, and that certain relationships now feel like a burden rather than a blessing. It is not because you have changed in a negative way, it is because you have outgrown what was never meant to last. But they will not understand this. They will try to pull you back, not because they truly care about your growth, but because your evolution forces them to confront their own stagnation. The truth is, once you awaken, you become a mirror, and not everyone can face their reflection. But do not be discouraged. This is all part of your divine preparation. In Habakkuk 1 verse 5, it is written, "Look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed. For I am going to do something in your days that you would not believe, even if you were told." This passage is a reminder that the shift happening in your life is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not something that can be explained away. It is something so powerful, so transformative, that even if someone tried to tell you beforehand, you would not have been able to fully comprehend it. God is elevating you, positioning you, preparing you for something that is far beyond what you could have imagined. And this process requires you to let go of anything that would hold you back. The reason you feel like you are being pulled in a new direction is because you are. The reason certain relationships are falling apart is because they were never meant to continue. And the reason you feel so much resistance is because you are stepping into something that the enemy never wanted you to realize. But here's what they don't understand: you have already been seen. Your rank has already been confirmed, and nothing can change that. As you step into this new reality, you will begin to notice undeniable signs of transformation. Your intuition will sharpen, guiding you in ways you never experienced before. Doors that once felt impossible to open will now unlock effortlessly. Opportunities will present themselves at exactly the right moment, as if they were waiting for you all along. You will find yourself attracting people who are aligned with your purpose, while those who drain you will begin to disappear. The things that used to bring you stress and anxiety will no longer have the same hold over you. You will move through life with a quiet confidence, an unshakable knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And the most powerful realization of all, you will understand that you no longer have to chase anything. What is meant for you will now come to you. This is the power of walking in divine alignment. This is what happens when you embrace your confirmed rank. The spiritual world knows who you are, and now the physical world is beginning to reflect that truth. But with this power comes responsibility. You can no longer afford to play small. You can no longer dim your light to make others comfortable. You must walk with confidence, with purpose, with the full understanding that you are a leader now. People will look to you for guidance, even when they don't realize it. Your words will hold more weight. Your energy will carry more influence, and your presence alone will shift the atmosphere. You must own this. Speak with authority. Move with intention. Do not shrink to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. Do not entertain distractions that only serve to pull you back. You have been seen, and now you must carry yourself accordingly. You are no longer just existing, you are leading. And those who once dismissed you, they will see that they can no longer ignore you. If you feel this shift happening in your life, if you know that you have reached a level where you can no longer be unseen, comment elevated right now. Declare it. Let it be known that you are stepping fully into your power, that you are embracing the changes, and that you are ready for what comes next. And stay with me, because what comes next will reveal exactly how to navigate this new reality with confidence and wisdom. You are not who you used to be. You have been confirmed. Now, it is time to walk in your divine authority. How to carry your power with confidence. You feel it, don't you? The shift that has taken place within you, the way the world seems to respond to you differently now. You are no longer who you used to be. The way people react to your presence has changed. Some are drawn to you with admiration, sensing something powerful about you that they can't quite explain. Others seem uncomfortable, even hostile, as if your mere existence is a challenge to everything they once believed. This is not a coincidence. You have reached a new level of spiritual authority, and the world, both seen and unseen, has taken notice. But with this power comes responsibility. You can no longer move the way you once did. You cannot afford to entertain distractions, to engage in meaningless conflicts, or to allow yourself to shrink for the comfort of others. You must walk in the full authority of who you are. This is your time to stand firm, to embrace your calling without hesitation, and to carry your power with confidence. Because the moment you do, everything in your life will begin to shift in ways you never imagined. But this transition is not easy. When you step into your power, you will face resistance, not just from the outside world, but from within yourself. the temptation to second-guess your worth, to question if you are truly ready, to seek validation from those who will never understand your journey. These are all part of the test. You will be faced with moments where it seems easier to shrink back into who you used to be, to dim your light so you don't attract too much attention. But that is the deception. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to remain unnoticed. You have spent too much time doubting yourself, too much time giving your energy to people and situations that were never meant to hold a place in your future. Now that you have been recognized, you must make a choice. Will you fully step into your power, or will you allow fear to keep you tethered to a version of yourself that no longer exists? This is not a random moment in your life. It is divine preparation. In Amos 5 verse 14, it is written, "Seek good, not evil, that you may live. Then the Lord God Almighty will be with you, just as you say He is." This scripture is a reminder that walking in your power requires discernment. It is not just about standing in your authority, but about aligning yourself with what is good, what is true, what is meant for you. You must protect what has been given to you. The spiritual world has confirmed your rank, but now it is up to you to maintain it. That means being mindful of who you allow into your space. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. And most importantly, not everyone will understand the responsibility that comes with being chosen. That is why you must guard your spirit, sharpen your mind, and move with intention. And when you begin to walk fully in your authority, the signs of transformation will be undeniable. You will find that your energy shifts the atmosphere. People will respect you without understanding why. Doors that once seemed closed will open effortlessly, while distractions and unnecessary conflicts will begin to fall away. You will experience a deeper sense of inner peace, no longer feeling the need to prove yourself to anyone. Your intuition will sharpen, guiding you toward the right opportunities and warning you against anything that does not align with your purpose. And most importantly, you will notice that you no longer question yourself the way you once did. The fear, the hesitation, the self-doubt, it will begin to fade, replaced by an unshakable knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. This is what happens when you fully accept your role, when you stop waiting for permission to be who you were always meant to be. But with this power comes a responsibility to protect it, to nurture it, to walk with wisdom. You must set boundaries, not just with others, but with yourself. You cannot afford to lower your frequency to accommodate people who refuse to rise. You cannot entertain conversations that drain your energy, relationships that keep you stagnant, or habits that no longer serve your growth. Strengthen your spiritual practices, whether it is prayer, meditation, fasting, because your connection to the divine is your greatest weapon. You have been acknowledged. You have been confirmed. You no longer need to seek approval from those who cannot see what has already been revealed in the spiritual world. This is the time to move boldly, to trust yourself, and to embody the leader that you were always meant to be. If you are ready to walk in your full authority, if you know deep down that you can no longer play small, comment powerful right now, declare it. Let it be known that you are stepping into your power, embracing your divine purpose, and walking with the confidence of someone who has been chosen. And stay with me, because what comes next will show you exactly how to navigate this new level with wisdom, strength, and clarity. You are no longer just existing, you are leading. Step forward with certainty because the world is watching, and it is time for them to see exactly who you are. Now that your spiritual rank has been confirmed, what comes next? Stay with me because in this final section, we will discuss what happens after your recognition in the divine realm. The next level of your spiritual journey. You have reached a point in your journey where you can no longer be ignored. Your presence carries a weight that wasn't there before. You may have noticed the shift. People react differently when you walk into a room. Conversations take on a new tone when you speak, and situations that once seemed uncertain now feel divinely orchestrated. The spiritual world has recognized you, and now everything around you is adjusting to that reality. But this is not the final destination. This is only the beginning of something greater. You are now being prepared for the next level, and with that comes new challenges, new responsibilities, and a greater demand for discipline and awareness. The journey ahead is not for the weak. It will require you to let go of the comfort of the past, to rise to the occasion of your calling, and to trust the divine path that is unfolding before you. You did not come this far just to stop here. This is the moment where everything changes. But stepping into the next level will not be easy. As much as you have grown, there is still more refinement ahead. The tests will not stop, they will evolve. What used to challenge you will no longer be an issue, but new obstacles will arise, ones designed to push you further, to sharpen you, to strengthen your spirit. You will be given new assignments, new opportunities, and new levels of influence. But with that, you will also attract new levels of opposition. This is the balance of elevation. Every time you rise, resistance rises with you. People who once cheered for you may now question you. The energy around you may shift in ways that feel unfamiliar, as if the world is testing your resolve. This is not punishment. This is confirmation. The universe does not give great responsibility to those who are not ready for it. And the fact that you are feeling this shift means that you are being entrusted with something far greater than you imagined. This is divine preparation. In Zephaniah 3 verse 19, it is written, "At that time I will deal with all who oppress you. I will rescue the lame and gather the exiles. I will give them praise and honor in every land where they have suffered shame." This verse is a reminder that every challenge you have faced has been seen, and every hardship you have endured has been accounted for. You have not been forgotten. You have not been overlooked. Every tear, every sacrifice, every moment of doubt was leading you to this exact moment. And now you are being positioned for something greater. But with elevation comes responsibility. The higher you go, the more is expected of you. You can no longer afford to move recklessly. You must be intentional with your energy, your time, and your focus, because what is ahead of you is far greater than what you are leaving behind. And as you step into this next phase, the signs will become undeniable. Doors that once seemed locked will begin to open effortlessly. People who once dismissed you will start to take notice. You will find yourself in situations that confirm everything you already knew deep down, that you were made for something beyond the ordinary. But with this clarity comes an even greater awareness. You will start to see through people's words, sensing their true intentions before they even speak. You will feel energy shift before anything even happens. Your intuition will sharpen, guiding you away from distractions and toward divine alignment. You will no longer waste time on things that drain you, because you will understand that every moment of your life now carries purpose. And most importantly, you will move with a quiet confidence, knowing that you no longer need external validation. You have been confirmed. Your mission is in motion, and nothing can take that away from you. But here is where you must make a decision. Will you embrace this new level, or will you hesitate? Many people never move forward, not because they aren't capable, but because they are afraid of the responsibility that comes with being chosen. They fear what will happen if they step fully into their power. But you are not meant to live in fear. You have been prepared for this. You have been refined by every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt. And now you must walk forward with confidence, knowing that the spiritual world is watching, and they know exactly who you are. You are stepping into something greater than you ever imagined. You are being positioned for something divine. And the only thing left to do now is to fully embrace it. If you are ready for this next level, if you feel the shift happening in your life, comment "ready" right now. Declare it. Let it be known that you are stepping forward, that you are embracing this new chapter, and that you are walking with the confidence of someone who knows they have been chosen. And stay with me, because what comes next will show you exactly how to navigate this transition with wisdom, clarity, and power. You are no longer just on the path, you are leading the way. Walk boldly because the world is watching, and your time has come. You have been recognized. Your power is no longer hidden. The entire spiritual world knows your name. And now, it is time for you to step fully into your purpose. If this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with another chosen one who needs to hear this. And before you go, comment "I am chosen," because that is exactly who you are. Now, chosen one, it's time to fully embrace your destiny. The struggles you faced, the moments when it seemed like you were erased from the story, those were never the end. They were only the beginning. You are still here because you were meant to be. You are still standing because prophecy protected you.